Good morning, sunshine. I hope that you had an amazing weekend, that you slept well, you're ready to face this coming week and rock it. This is your daily insight on life and love for December 7th, 2020, also timeless. So if you're catching this between now and then, this might have some sort of relevance to your life, but it is general collective. Don't force it to fit. If it doesn't fit, either let it fall away, or if you feel inspired to, whether or not it does or doesn't, ask questions about booking your own session. I have a holiday sale going on, including all of my services, so go ahead, ask what I provide, and see what's right for you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. I'm looking at the regular rider weight to kick this off. Looks like you're trying to find your equilibrium, learning how to find your balance again, but also looks like bad business and bad news with partnerships of some sort. This feels like, it feels like a lot of unfulfillment, lack of progress, empty promises even. I'm seeing this be a breakup of bad relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. I have a lot of business feelings in this one, but you want to know what? Sometimes we look at relationships like it's business. That being said, we have masculine energy completely out of its mind, and it doesn't care about gender. It's completely built on a false foundation, a little bit too scatterbrained, a little bit biting off more than it can chew. And then we have the Emperor, which is what you strive for. Comfort, security, protectiveness even, and really just having an amazing grounding. So what I'm seeing here is roots, and those are definitely taking shape, but this is based off of what you don't want. My only warning with that is don't work from a place of lack. Don't build off of what you don't have. This will be something that surely falls flat on its face, and really I think we're kind of done with that crap, aren't we? So this is how I feel like it's really a breakup, but I feel like it's in the best interest for you. Again, this doesn't have to be a romantic prospect breakup. This has a lot of business vibe to it. And again, maybe that romantic connection just isn't there. Maybe you guys were just, it was a connection based off of, what's the word I'm looking for? Hang on. I have to think of this word. 1 second. Convenience. As soon as I hit stop, convenience. A relationship based off convenience. You do this, I'll do that, But I'm really getting a feeling that, you know what? No, we're not doing that anymore. You have this amazing head on your shoulders. You are grounded. You know what you can do for yourself. You know where you are falling short, and thus you are going to be working on that. You are going to be building on that, making it a strength. You're not going to need some sort of unfulfillment to only magnify this feeling of lack. We're not going to be working from there. This has got to go. And then, let's see. This is, I feel, where you were kind of coming from on this one. Not really self-assured. This could have been imposter syndrome or just insecurity of your value, worth. But really, after enough of disappointment and unfulfillment, we're not gonna just let any old person in there just to have space filled. I think you know what you bring to the table, and you're gonna put that on the side and work on whatever you perceive this shortcoming to be right now, because we don't need this. We don't need 2 of Cups in reverse. That is leading to the breakup of whatever this is. So as much pleasure as we get in the psychotic pleasure that is breakup and being petty, tedious, and just letting them have it, don't. It's not going to help. It'll have that awesome psychotic pleasure for a hot second, but that's about it. And after that, it's just going to be wanting to go back for more. See where it's heading? Another form of an addictive pattern, retaliation. No, we don't need that. So this is where we are kicking off the reading, and I gotta tell you, really awesome independence, awesome sense of value, worth, self, all that, being your own boss. I can't, I can't be mad at that. And you know, I think that it's really awesome to come from that place. It's better to be alone than unhappy. Now, don't confuse this. Alone doesn't mean lonely. Yes, you will have, no matter what you are breaking away from, you will have that void and lonely point. But in those times, I really want you to think about why you are lonely. What about this is making you feel lonely? Get to the core of that and start feeling that yourself. We don't want to get sucked back into something else. Okay, let's see. This is from the mini reads. Oh, and by the way, check out the timestamp for that. That'll be at the end. Check the description for it. You're being helped. Contemplation time. Soulmate relationships. Break free. Explore your options. So this, if we are looking at it with romance, this has been coming for a while, and it's getting more and more unbearable. And this is making you feel like you're kind of crawling in your skin, and you know what? That's awesome. Believe it or not, that is awesome. Can't believe I'm saying that to you, but it is. Because Spirit's like, come on, will you just do something different for God's sakes? All right. So if you're stuck in something that you've clearly outgrown, then the only reason why you're stuck there is because you are basing this connection off of old wants, needs, and desires that are no longer relevant in your life. And I'm not telling you to drop everything and run, but understand that this part of the connection, you need to break free of the old mold that you had constructed. Keep your options open for how this is going to evolve. This relationship, absolutely important for what it taught you about yourself. And this might not be a breakup for that sake. Maybe this is a reconditioning of the relationship negotiations. What do you guys bring to the table? So if it is a point of breaking up, this is saying, for the love of God, do not settle right now. Please stop, cease, desist. Keep your options open. You don't need to jump from one to the other. And if you find that person where you do jump from one to the other and it's real, oh my God, please tell me about it, because I would love to know. This, keep your options open. You have to find out what this new identity completely encompasses and who you are and what you are as a whole. So what is coming in is going to be in alignment. You have to know your alignment to understand how another person's alignment is aligning with you. Does that make sense? Do I sound like I'm talking in circles? I really don't want to. Do I sound like that? Alrighty. I'm liking this. Contemplation time, introspection, which really, I've been talking about this so much in private readings, these readings, and pretty much anything you can think of. And it makes perfect sense. I know it probably makes you incredibly irate in hearing me say introspection, and I get it, but just think. We are in the winter time, in the northern hemisphere anyways. So this is when we start to go into hibernation. Animals of all kinds, we start to slow down. We start to spend more time indoors. This is when we actually start to have that alone time, rest, contemplate. It makes sense as to why this is saying, no, think about it. Use your noodle. So that, as I was reading these, I came up to that, conclusion. It makes sense because we're in winter time. Isn't that amazing? Look. So I'm going to go through the other cards, see how I'm vibing with it, and see where we're going. I want to save this one. Let's see about this baby, huh? No career, no family changes. This is going more towards the career. All right, something about your business tactics or your business situation. This is changing. It's becoming more. So when it's talking about family changes in this instance, which is right here, it's not actually like in every case, literally, changes in the family dynamic. Sometimes businesses and partnerships, it's like a family dynamic. And you want to know what? We do have family businesses, don't we? Take that into consideration. You're expanding. You have more coming in as far as the support system. You are having a new entire group of people navigate its way towards you to be a full-on support with how your business model is changing, how your life is changing, how your outlook is changing. And I want you, as you are doing this, to understand that it's not just the career part. This is you as a whole. To be the part and to look for what you are, well, to find what you're looking for in this change. This is going to be you stepping up to the plate, showing up as you would want to be seen, and really, I feel like it's getting in touch with your excitement, getting out this new electrical energy that's really grasping people's attention. The thing is, it's not going to be short-winded. This excitement, this new va-va-voom, is definitely going to be something that's long-term and backed up. This feels like a fresh start mentally and emotionally for you as far as a career change is going. I love it. The motivation behind it, figure out what the core of it is so it doesn't lose momentum. But this is going to be something that requires a whole new routine in life with you and with, I guess I should just say the day-to-day, a new life routine. Yeah, there's going to be a lot changing with this, but this, again, is not losing any sort of momentum. It's very freeing, and it's awesome because it feels like you're stepping on a new tier. T-I-E-R, yeah. So in a way, we can look at that as ascension, because what about this year has been anything less than just ascension? You're hearing it as if it were, grammar, part of grammar, commas, periods, all those things. Ascension. I don't even want to count how many times I have said or heard or run about the word ascension in 2020 alone. Are you kidding me? So, all right, I'm going to fold these back in and see what is up, because I still want to use the Golden Tarot, but I want to use it, I think, further into the reading. It doesn't feel like it has its place yet, but I'm still feeling like it's going to be relevant, and I'm going to want to keep it. And again, don't forget, these are going to be at the end of the reading to see in isolation how it goes against, well, not against, but outside of the reading. Okay, you, now that we are here, what's under here? Okay. Oh, look at that. It's the butterflies. Where are we going to take this? So, I want to see what you actually really have to look forward to on this. What is on the other side of this? So take 3. Sorry about that. Sorry about the 2 interruptions. What I'm seeing here is the fallout of that. When you are cleaning something from the inside out, you're either doing remodeling on the house, just a large amount of work like that. When you do that, you start to dig up issues in your life. So what I'm seeing in this is the dietary changes, you're stronger than you know, the hobbies, sentimental feelings, and body changes. This is actually going to be a massive catalyst towards some sort of bodily change that's going on with you. Now, this can show up as, various ways where you didn't even realize how incredibly stressed you were, stuck in fight or flight for God knows how long. And this can actually start to manifest on you. So this can be a little bit of fatigue, even excessive hair shed, just the various things that go on with you. So this is saying something is coming up for you to process and be purged. Now, obviously, if something drastic is going on, get to the doctors. I am not diagnosing anything. I am not a doctor. I'm saying that you and shedding whatever this is that you've been shedding and breaking away from is going to be showing up. And this is going to be showing up as a physical purge for you. This might include excessive or lack thereof of total sleep. I've seen the wave over the last week. This is something that has been consistent. So then we have the sentimental feelings. When you take away something that has been there, you know, just integrated, yeah, for so long, when it's gone, it feels like, it feels like that void. And that void, we don't know what's in it. So we get into that mindset of, okay, this is scary. This is the unknown. You're not afraid of the dark. You are constructed in a way to be afraid of what could be in the dark. This is your survivalism from evolution. And this is saying, whatever this void is inside of you, you don't know what it is. You've seen it as the dark. So then you're going to start to construct all of these reasons to be afraid, all these reasons to go back to something you can't go back to, and it's not going to work. You have no other choice but to figure out what this is, what your fear is, what the absolute core of it, what is actually in that dark, and then take care of that. It's coming from the unknown. That's the resistance, if you really want to think about it in NLP terms. So, actually, I want to look into that. All right, so what is the base of this fear, this void that is coming up to be transmuted by you? And again, this is general collective. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't fit. This just fell over, which is weird because it's on a flat surface. So I'm going to hang on to them. What is coming up inside of you to be healed? Healing. Okay. Your healing is healing. Body care. Miracles? No, I want clarification on that, Spirit. Come on. It's a miracle. Oh my God. So good. All right. So this is staying out religion and spirituality. Okay. So probably feeling lighter than air. Welcome the new. Alrighty. Epiphanies and realizations. Joining in. Adult, children. Heavenly signs. God, why am I still being pulled to pull more? God, if I have to pull any more of these, I'm going to lose it. Okay, I just pulled all of these to read to you. What the heck? So forgiveness, spiritual growth, grief work, healthcare changes, self-care, seeking and finding. But when I see seeking, I'm feeling a ghost word that's not even in there. You know, attention, seeking attention. Absolutely. The self-care, heavenly signs, adult children joining in, epiphanies and realizations, welcoming the new, and religion and spirituality. So A Course in Miracles right here is discovering how deep this core wound goes with you. So the forgiveness and the attention seeking, absolutely, totally understandable in this one. You're seeking a validation of your worth, of your existence, to prove that you are worthwhile to either keep around or have in this world. That comes from a lack of somewhere in your life. And this is going to be something where you've held on to surrogate relationships in any form to fill in that void, rather than have this come from a place yourself. This is something that wasn't properly nurtured in whatever point in time in your life. It was a pivotal time, very formative. That's going to be very unique for yourself. But there was a neglect in that time period of whoever you really looked up to, admire, or saw as a caregiver. So this is saying, this is no longer relevant in your life. You are no longer that person, that small child or teenager, or wherever this happened in your life. So this is saying that, first off, you have to bring that child into the now. So this is you going back to get them and bring them forward. So this is saying getting that child playfulness back, feeling in some ways still a child mentally or emotionally. Like looking back, still feel like you're 13 or 7 even. but you're not. You still have that childlike wonder, but you're not stuck at that age anymore. So you're bringing them back, and you are finding that sense of playfulness with you again, reconstructing that weak, or that feeling of weak point in your makeup. So this is, in a way, now please, I'm not saying that everybody has terrible parents. I'm not. It's reparenting yourself. But I really, since not everybody had terrible parents, I feel like I can't say that. So readdressing the guardianship in your life, reimagining the guardianship in your life. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna keep that one. Reimagining the guardianship in your life. So this is filling in that void with you being that guardian that you really admired or looked up to at the time. I have a sneeze coming. Look into light. I don't want to. So the grief work is mourning those connections that you sought out as a surrogate with that. And realizing that you don't need that as a point of validation. And it changes the relationship with them, because then you see them as an entirely different person in connection with you. And that in itself, it is a break. It is mourning the loss of something that was very suiting for the time, that isn't anymore. So if you want that connection to maintain itself in your life, then you have to reconstruct the negotiations on a different level with it. Does that make sense? You have to no longer see them as the surrogate of whoever in your life, whether it was a parent or a sibling or some form of relative, whoever it was. It's seeing them as whoever they are. Their first name, completely imperfect person as they are, seeing how they are in alignment with you. And the grief work is letting that version of the connection pass on, maintaining the memories, and in a way, forgiving yourself for holding on to that for so long. And in a way, it feels like you have maybe held yourself back, if that makes sense. But it's not at that point anymore. Turn this down. So what I'm seeing with this is when you start to heal from that, it's finding that attention in yourself, validating that self. And it's awesome to have validation from other people. Let's be real. That pat on the back, the thumbs up, all about that stuff, yes. But it's not the sole value of your worth. It's just a cool additive to have, and it's an awesome support. So the healthcare changes is your confidence, internally and externally, going completely bonkers and escalating. I'm loving this so much for you. So you coming into wholeness in yourself and really joining in with the collective, getting on that next tier and doing that amazing work that you are here to do in interpersonal connections, also in your life's work. And the realizations and epiphanies is really going towards seeing when this started to drift away and started to be pushed out of your life. And you're going to find out this has been a long time coming. This has been very gradual. And when it finally pulls that string, that's when, okay, you're learning that, hey, I can swim in this. This is great. So welcoming the new is welcoming this newfound connection or connections, and letting go of obviously what was, and this new and acclimated version of yourself in this life. This is a really beautiful ascension life. You're going to find support coming in from all corners of the world. You're going to find soulmate connections completely just jump on in. And hold on, let me see. Nope, I didn't feel these. So that kind of dissipated, which is absolutely fine. You're going to have a plethora of various connections of soulmates come into your life and show up as a support. But don't be fooled. You are just as much of an equal support to them as they are to you. This is mirroring, networking, and ascension. So I really hope that this made sense. Don't think that this stops at midnight. This is the projection for your future. And if you're catching this again at any point in time, this might have relevance to your life. So whatever the case is, I hope you know that you're incredible, you're beautiful, you're strong, you are worth every single moment of this. And I hope that you have an amazing start to your day. And again, if you have questions about booking your own session or checking out my other services, email address and find me on any social platform. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Go rock the day. Well, it looks like you are embarking on what seems to be an expanding path. When this says family changes, it doesn't necessarily mean actual biological or intimate family. This feels like an entire group of new people that you're going to be engaging with. And also, it feels like it's going to be part of that support system, and support is in here. So this being said, you have to do a complete overhaul on your identity. This is changing with this new venture. So it's not you denying who you are. This is you evolving and expressing that very clearly. And also, you have to have the energy to keep this up. So I'm not telling you to do any one particular thing, but what I'm seeing here is going to be something where you have to get your stamina going. You have to work with consistency. You have to be the image that you want to portray and that you want to draw in with the crowd. So does that make sense? I don't know. But anyways, I hope that it does. And stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to you soon. You are being broken out of some form of relationship patterns in your life that you may have been unconscious to, but now you really don't have a choice. This is being thrown right in front of your face, whether it's friends, family, lovers, it doesn't matter. Something is being thrown in front of your face that needs to come to an end. It's not serving you. It's not helping you move along your path. This is breaking away from the identity of a relationship, something that you are much bigger than. You want all these deep, beautiful, and intimate connections, which are absolutely fine to have. But this is saying that what you would be doing at this current time is settling based off of where you have been in life. This is time to really take inventory on who you are, where you're going, and what you are bringing into your life. So this is saying, don't feel like you have to settle right now, because that's what it would be, settling. This is explore your options, see how much you've grown, and see what you actually want alongside of you through life, whether it's friends, family, lovers. I hope that this made sense. Stay safe, have fun. Looks like you're trying to flip the script, which is great, because what I'm seeing here is you getting rid of whatever this fear, it's a very false-based fear of authority in your life. This is somebody who is really leading with the sense of intensity, but there's nothing backing it up. This person is just hoping beyond anything that you won't stand up for yourself or up to it. And yet I see you doing this, and I see you pulling the plug on whatever they were feeding off of you. And while this is going to be really where you assert yourself, this is you being a fiery, passionate spirit and really drawing a line. If they cross it, well, then we're going to go never-ending story on their butt. So things are about to change. You're flipping the script. You're in power. You're getting your voice back, and you're getting rid of all of this nonsense, which is great. So I hope that this did make sense. And in either case, I will talk to you very soon. Stay safe, have fun.